The Great Debate is an annual event in analysis of literature class. Students are assigned a side to argue and research and prepare arguments for themselves and their teammates. Staff members serve as volunteer judges.
So this is completely out of my field, right?
Yeah.
But it really isn't, because it's something that every one of us has to make decisions in our life. So it is a political, universal decision. So I love doing the debates with you.
And I'm sure you all at least recognize me. I'm Officer Adams, so I will be in here. And then, of course, just for your information, about 14 years ago, I was in this very same class doing this very same debate.
When it's your turn to speak, please stand up and please make sure you say your name each time. Your sources, and please don't get engaged in actual argument back and forth. The affirmative side will have the first chance to make their first constructive statement. You guys will have 5 minutes, so go ahead.
Is it okay to break the law for moral justification? Yes, it is, but only when moral justification is defined as the nation as a whole. Morals are the distinction between right and wrong. Breaking law has happened throughout history, and people have a right for their decisions to be heard. According to John Locke, who is an English philosopher that tremendously influenced the ideals of the Constitution, states, "Any government requires the direct consent of those who are to be governed. If the people feel that the law is unjust, the government should let them break it." This was quoted from the site that Garth Kemberling wrote. Kemberling is a graduate from Milligan College and got a PhD at the University of Iowa. He specializes in modern philosophy and ethics.
Cody King. Storm Williams. And we are on the negative side.
Yes.
We believe it is wrong to break the
As
law.
Catherine said earlier, Martin Luther King was pulled over for a speeding ticket. And she said he had to pay $500 for driving without a license. He did follow the law because he paid the $500. So he was not in the wrong after that.
Right, and because it wasn't his breaking of the law that got them moving, it was his organizing peaceful protests. That's not against the law to organize a protest and walk around saying what you believe. We live in a culture of violence, says Ray Williams of he's the co-founder of Success IQ University, an associate Inc.
So, my name is Keegan Rankin. I'll be talking about Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi and how he showed it's okay to break the law under circumstances of moral significance. And Gandhi was like the preeminent political and ideological leader of India. I got most of my information from Professor.
Our nation was founded on breaking laws. We broke away from British rule, and that's how we got started. That is, being the people that we are, being the nation that we are expected to do what's right no matter what.
While the judges deliberate, students are given the chance to
You'd
reflect.
like to say, please raise your hand. Let's try to say constructive, positive things rather than pointing out faults or arguing. What I would like you to think about before you raise your hand is, how did what just happened today fit your expectations of how you thought it would go? Or how was it different? Like, what didn't go the way that you thought that it would? Allie?
A couple of things I really did like about you guys. You guys went through, and one thing I saw very important, you went through and defined all the points. You defined morally, justification. You defined each of these terms and then circled them back into your argument as to what it means for something to be moral, to be justified, and then how that went into your argument.
Number one, you took it serious. You all came prepared. You all are dressed very nice. You all stood up and spoke with a very strong voice. There was no arguing back and forth and yelling and finger pointing, which means strong debaters often have to just be so proud of their information that they can disseminate it. So you did an excellent job there. And the research, I understand you really only had 2 days to do the research, so I'm super impressed. And often the affirmative gets it because you got the easiest job in the world. Everybody says it's easy to break a law you don't agree with. But I think today, I'm going to give it to the negative.